Hey, I recognize this song. How's everybody doing?
Really? I can't imagine.
Hey, everybody, welcome to The Tub.
Well, thank you.
Hey, my name's Kimo Nevius, and you are listening to The Tub, Maui's Hot Talk Celebrity something. I don't even remember what the show is, or why I'm here, or how I got conned and swindled into doing this. But my name is Kimo Nevius, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Yes, you are.
And I am here to elucidate and entertain you for the next hour.
Elucidate.
Ooh, I know, we're going to use big fancy words because we got fancy guests on the show today. So, sitting across the table from me today in the co-pilot seat, pinch hitting for Mr. Steve Craig, is the, I can't believe I'm saying these words, the award-winning.
Hello, award-winning.
I'm award-winning, baby.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I'm Chuck Thompson.
Proud of you,
Happy to be
son.
in the
Proud of
studio
you.
today.
You are like not talking into your microphone. Notice how far away from
yeah.
your actual mouth your microphone is.
I'm peeking, though. I'm good.
No, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
No, it might be me.
So, interestingly,
There you go.
yeah, I was a little quiet last show, so I'm trying to be a little louder this time.
You seem more energetic. You got the right headphones. You got the right attitude. And I think you're going to kill it.
You are still not talking into your mic. So
I'm
next
right here, baby.
So next, but look, your mouth is like one place and the mic is another
He's over
place.
there.
No wonder when I'm listening to Biscuits and Gravy, I can't hear a thing.
Where is he?
You can hear me. I'm loud and proud.
Well, I can hear Vince. Anyway, sitting next to Mr. Chuck Sauce is
Hi.
blues singer and radio host Sweet Mama D.
Thank you.
How are you today, Sweets?
Marvelous. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us here in the studio.
Certainly.
And we are going to have two special guests on today's episode of The Tub. One of them is right here in the studio with us, and that is Mr. Carlos Garcia.
Carlos.
Musician, publisher, drummer, radio host,
Yeah.
rock on tour, all-around good guy. So we're going to be talking to him about Living Aloha magazine, and I have a very special surprise because I know Chuck's going to like this. There's food involved.
Oh.
And our other guest is going to be calling in on the phone a little bit later. We're going to be talking to Laurelee Blanchard, who has a brand new book coming out about Leilani Farm Sanctuary out in Haiku and about her
Nice.
life. It's an autobiography. And so we're going to be calling her up, and we are going to be having a great time talking to her. And the Animal Sanctuary and Living Aloha magazine and my T-shirt and all of these things are
Be kind to
revolving
animals.
around a theme today, and that
Yes.
theme is being kind to animals, especially by not eating them. So
I take it you're vegetarian by saying that.
I am a vegan.
Ah.
Carlos is a
Great
vegan.
theme.
Okay.
Laurelee is a vegan. All the best people
This
are
is going to be
vegans.
fun.
Chuck, I understand from what I've heard on the radio, he's not
He's
a
not.
vegan.
Quite the carnivore.
Yes, he is. But we are going to convert you by
Of course.
Oh,
by the end
man.
of this show.
Can
I
I
feel
put
like
my
conversion
bet down
coming
on
on.
this like now?
If you have ever gotten into an argument on Facebook with Carlos, you know that he is extremely persuasive, and
Yes, he is.
he's just not saying anything. He's like on a
He's
radio
quiet
show, and
right
he's not
now.
going to
It's
talk.
like,
I thought I came to be on a radio show. How am I in a tub?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this a spa next door?
What the heck is
pull the
going?
plug, man. Pull the
Wait,
plug.
wait.
What
Run.
the heck is
This the
going
right
on
place?
here? Yeah, this is never the right place.
Ever.
Oh.
You are listening to The
Ever.
Tub, so this is definitely not the right place. So before we get started with all of the usual shenanigans, can you station ID us, Sweet Mama
Certainly,
D?
sir.
Thank you so much.
You are watching and listening to, and maybe even enjoying the Tub Maui Hot Talk Celebrity TV and radio show. We are broadcasting live on Friday, July 21st on KAKU 88.5 FM, or maybe you're listening to one of our many fabulous rebroadcasts. Today's episode is number 281.
Number
Hear, hear.
281.
There are many ways to enjoy the Tub. Listen to the Tub on KAKU 88.5 FM on Fridays at 4 p.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. Stream the show by searching for KAKU on the TuneIn app, or watch us on the Tub TV at Akaku. Excuse me. Woo!
Well, let's do that again.
Do that one again.
Where do we watch
Watch us Tub TV on Akaku channel 55. You need to rewrite that.
Okay,
Anyway,
next
Friday
time.
night at
That's
8
the good
a.m.
one.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the
on
good
we're
one,
on
huh?
the
The good
we're on the
one.
good Akaku.
Friday night at 8 p.m., Saturday night at 12 midnight, and Monday night at 8:30 p.m.
Ooh, baby.
Woohoo!
That's right, 3 times a week, fam.
That's a lot of
That's
tub.
a lot of
It is a
tub.
lot of tub.
Wow, we better make this episode good. People are
Exactly.
going to watch this.
Well, converting you to veganism is going to be an awesome,
It's going to
awesome.
be tough, baby.
You got to get me too.
But
'cause
we're
I'm
doing
not
it.
going.
I-
You can also enjoy the tub at Maui Radio and you can also enjoy the tub at MauiTVandRadio.com. If you want to reach out and host Kimo,
That's me.
and you can find him on Twitter at Kimo Nevius or on Facebook at Facebook.com Kimo Songs. The Tub is a Larry John production. Hi, Larry.
Oh,
Larry,
right.
I remember
Larry.
Larry.
Do you remember
Oh, yeah.
Larry? So it's really interesting news. So Larry has, kind of been aimless since he left.
Get out of here.
He hasn't known what to
He
do.
normally has so much aim.
Yeah, but they
Not
they
necessarily
contacted.
good,
I don't know
but
if you heard that Sean Spicer
Sean Spicer.
Sean-
resigned
is gone.
today. He is no longer
is
the
gone.
official White House spokesperson.
Get outta here.
And they called Larry.
They did.
They did. So
would
Larry
they
is
not?
now.
But they call him.
You're funny.
Thank you.
So Larry is now. This is actually a live broadcast of Larry as the first White House spokesperson. Let's see if we can get this up here.
I've been thinking, guys, before we start the show.
Uh-oh.
I want this to be a really good show. I have not been on the air for a long time, and there's great expectation of excellence for me, for you, for the show itself, because we come back after, I don't know how many weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Has it been that long?
So they're going back to they're going back to live. For the first
Right.
time in 5 or 6 weeks, they actually let the press film the press conference today
Yes, it was
because it
happening.
was Larry.
Well,
So
Of course.
I think that's pretty exciting.
And we
He's
can
gonna-
watch this later on
And,
Tub TV.
I didn't want you to yell at me right away.
They're
I'll
sweet.
save it.
No, I just played that to remind you how much more you like the show now.
Now, of course.
oh well, there.
That's right.
I'm not worthy.
So I like this show now more, and I'm going to become vegan. I
Yeah,
like it.
see, these are all the things that
These
are going
are
to happen
goals.
today.
And we're
Today,
gonna
that's
accomplish
not
these
going to
goals.
happen.
It's not
Not
gonna
going to
happen.
happen. I'm telling you. Mm-mm.
All right. So it's time for our first segment of the day, our favorite segment of the day, shameless self-promotion.
I'm going up country.
Now, Steve Craig can't be with us today.
Yeah, what's
So
he
you're
up
gonna-
to?
He is in California chasing down singer-songwriter Colin Hay. As far as I can tell, by the time Steve and Julie get back, Colin Hay will probably have a restraining order against. They saw him last night, I think, down in San Diego. They're going to
my.
see him perform a concert
They're stalking him now.
tonight, maybe, and then a
Okay.
third one. So they're really big fans of his work, and they're doing other stuff on the mainland too.
Second honeymoon.
They are having a second honeymoon,
That's nice.
and so they can't be here today. So in his honor, we will continue to play the Upcountry song.
Of course.
Of course.
So-
Again.
Shamelessly
and
help promote
again.
him.
Exactly. So we are
And
shamelessly. That is
again.
from an album called Earth and Sky by our good buddy Steve Craig, which you can
Nothing
get
more
on
shameless than
iTunes,
the earth and sky.
and stream on the Spotify.
Ooh.
You can stream it
The Spot's got
on the Spotify.
I love
So,
Spotify.
Chuck Sauce, what have you got going on in your life?
Saucy.
Every Tuesday night, you can catch me at Three's Bar and Grill, and I host open mic comedy, powered by Power Up Comedy. And you can check out Three's Bar and Grill is going to be on the Food Network this
The
weekend.
Food Network.
With Guy Fieri. He came down, and Three's is going to be on an episode of Divers, Drives, and Dives.
Cool.
On an episode of what?
Which one did they qualify as?
Driving, none of those. It's like a sushi restaurant
Oh, yeah,
most
but
of the day.
That show is called Drive-Ins, Diners,
and
and
Dives.
Dives. Okay,
Yes.
and they're definitely not a drive-in.
They're not driving in unless
No.
they're really loaded.
And
It
they're
is a small
definitely
part
not a
It's
time.
happened
diner.
on occasion, but
It's not a dive either. They have
no,
like standards. And
I mean,
stuff.
except for Power Up Night. Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
it gets real divey that night, man. We had like 110 people there last Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
only 100.
Was that before or after this came out?
Uh-huh. Best of
The
Maui.
best of
With
Maui.
my boy Sauce. Okay.
I know. I should
was
have marked it in
amazing.
here. You are the best comedian on Maui. So
That is correct, according to
Just a funny
29% of you.
I'd wondered if you'd memorized the percentage.
guy. Of course he did. He's memorized the whole article.
I have another show coming up too.
Okay,
that
tell
might be
us more.
This Sunday at Maui Comics and Collectibles.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
in Akaku Plaza,
With pizza.
right here,
333
at 333 Dairy Road.
Road.
Yeah, Power Up Comedy's buying pizza. We normally get from Serpico's.
Hey.
and we have a pizza party, and we do a free comedy show afterwards.
And it's pretty
so
good.
It's
Been
free
there.
pizza, free comedy, and it's at a comic book store.
Cool.
You can't
That's
beat
awesome. What time?
At 8 o'clock this Sunday,
Sunday.
and every third Sunday.
And you should tell people at home what this Sunday is, because
This
this
Sunday
show
is going to be the 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. This show broadcasts a lot of times.
A lot of times.
And so, you know,
So
I like
July
people
23rd.
to say the dates of things. Thank
This
you.
Sunday, July 23rd, and every third Sunday of the month, we do
good.
Comics and Comics.
That's
Comics
awesome.
Maui
and
Comics and
Comics.
Collectibles.
You know, I don't know why I can't. I think I must have ripped out your best
Or someone
comedian
else.
thing.
In
and
spite or to add to your shrine?
no,
of
to
me?
put it in my Chuck shrine, because I'm not finding it. in
Chuck
there.
Shrine.
Yeah, exactly. Woohoo!
Shine
the
on,
candles.
Shrine.
Is that what you started the fire with last
Yeah,
night?
exactly.
Oh, that's
It's
what
towards
that
the
was.
end. I'll
It
let
is
you know
towards
right
the
now.
end.
He knows what page.
What I
Come
really
on.
wanted to say, but it's not so much that I
72.
want to find all the loving things that they said about Chuck in here.
The
I just
loving.
not to cast aspersions on your win, which is very well deserved.
Yes, it
but
is.
I think some of the voting in here
Congratulations.
is a wee bit suspect. You know,
Java Juice won Best Health Shake
Well,
Store.
hello.
Can we
that.
talk about that for a second?
Hello.
can we talk about the fact that the third best bookstore on Maui was Borders?
Is that the one in the
And
mall
the one
by the
that's,
longs?
like,
Yeah, that's the one
Gone?
that closed
Is the
5
one
years
that's
ago.
gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Barnes
All
and
right.
Noble, Maui Friends of the Library, and Borders.
Maui Friends of the Library is great.
Yes,
It is. It is.
It's a
Yeah.
great place.
But we'll come back to that.
Of course.
We're
Let's
talking
not get
about
off
you
topic.
now.
Yeah, stop. We don't want to talk about you anymore.
Oh.
Sweets.
Yes, dear.
What's going on in your life?
Well, the usual stuff. On Sundays, as always, the Blues Rainbow on Mana'o Radio, 91.7 FM, would be rocking the house with some blues. And on Tuesdays is Women Matters here on KAKU 88.5 FM, the voice of Maui.
What time does that air on Tuesdays?
On Tuesday is from 2 to 3 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And Carlos, what do you have going on that you can promote in the world of Carlos?
Oh, geez.
Like you have this fantastic magazine,
That too.
which we're gonna have do a whole interview with you about this fantastic magazine. But do you want to tell people a little bit about what it is and how it has come to be? I'll hold it up for the camera here.
Well, Living Aloha magazine is
Whoop, I shouldn't cover the title.
a
That would be good.
concept I have had in mind since since when I moved to Maui. Have done other publications before, but here I was on Maui and I couldn't even find a free health magazine anywhere.
Mhm.
And there was stuff that was close, but it was more, it wasn't really health oriented the way I would look at it. And so just decided a few years ago that we should do this and promote all the healthy things, because Maui is considered a kind of a spiritual, healing kind of place, and
It
but there was
is,
nothing to
truly.
represent it.
Mhm.
So I started putting that out 3.5 years ago, and just to help promote, these healthy things and make the world just a little better, and get some massage people and yogis and health food stores and vegan restaurants that don't have any exposure, because there's really nothing else out there that is going to be in there without having Monsanto ads.
Right.
Can I say that on here?
You can. You can
Okay.
say anything you
Without
want to on
having
my show.
Monsanto.
You can
Yes.
say a lot more than that, man.
Oh,
All I
we
ask
got
is
it covered.
that you don't use expletives. We are a family broadcast.
No,
Get outta here.
we
We
will.
can link them, though.
we
Yeah,
will.
that goes for you, double for you, Chuck Sauce.
We will get deeper into that subject for sure. But
So how?
Yeah,
I
I
see
wanna
this
do
is
like-
the summer issue. You're coming out 4 times a year.
yeah, now we're coming out 4 times a year.
Cool.
We were doing it every 2 months for the first 3 years,
Mhm.
and
I can't keep those in my office, by the way. People love them.
yeah, good.
Well, it's
good.
gorgeous, and
I'll
we'll
bring
talk
you
about
more.
we will
I'll
talk
bring
about
you
how
more.
gorgeous a magazine
Living
this
Aloha.
is. It's really
Mhm.
great.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
it is.
Living Aloha just kind of felt like the right name, because we do have a spirit here in Hawaii that's very whole and healthy and aloha, and we want to spread this all over the world now. We got many
Yes.
tourists that
Yes, we
pick it up
do.
here and
Lots
take
of
it
interesting
all over
articles.
the place. Yeah, we work on getting interesting things that are going to affect your life, and
All right.
so when we talk more about
Yeah,
it.
well, exactly.
definitely
We'll circle
hear
back
more.
to this. We're also going to circle back. I'm not going to really shamelessly self-promote myself too much
Yeah,
because
come on.
Why not? You're so handsome. You're so talented. You're very accomplished. I'm sure there's something going on in your life.
And
Kimo.
here comes
Can you
Chuck.
please
What?
share us your life stories? What's
Well-
going on? What has gone on?
47 years ago.
Are you writing anything?
47
You're
years.
not
Yes.
47.
I am 47.
You are like 32 and a half.
I am 32 and a half
Makes
going
you
on
what,
48.
10?
Wow.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. No, I do. I am, in fact, writing a lot of things. And I was promoting last time we had a show. I had just had a story come out about traipsing across the Midwest in search of Laura Ingalls Wilder and Little House on the Prairie, which I encourage people to read. I don't know when my next story is being published, but we've been... I always know when a story of mine is about to come out because my editor contacts me in a hurry and says, "Oh my God, we need the pictures now." And sometimes they're pictures I've taken, but usually what they want to do is contact the places I've visited and
Right.
get publicity photos. I don't know if this is how you work as well. You contact places and give us free photos.
So they give you glam shots of their place. right?
Exactly.
Of course.
All right.
Because they have
Because
professionals
so
take
like for your
pictures.
Frank Lloyd Wright story, who's releasing those photos?
Well, that was
Because some of those are some glam shots, and the places don't look that good.
Exactly. I've been through
mean,
some of those places, and
come on.
I
You
would
get-
never be able to take
no.
a picture like
They're
that.
lofty, but
So the
they
next story,
catch a lot of humidity.
the next story that comes out that is about going to chase lava on the Big Island,
Ooh, nice.
which my wife and I went and did in March when the lava fire hose was
Right.
still going, and which is absolutely
I was there then. Yeah, it was
fantastic.
great,
And we
yeah.
did the boat trip
Mhm.
where you leave at crack of dawn
Right.
and you go out and you actually are 80 yards away from.
I did it at night. so
Yeah,
it's-
it's fantastic. So we did the dawn one. It's a very
Yes.
I absolutely do not recommend if you are even like
Least
get
bit.
mild seasickness. You really have to, and I'm so glad there are 6
Drowning.
people on our boat, and I'm absolutely so glad that none of them barfed, because it becomes a chain reaction when that
Yeah.
happens.
One
So,
goes,
no,
there
we
goes
were
the
all
rest.
good.
Yeah.
And so I have a story coming out in the New York Post. So all I'm saying to folks at home to shamelessly self-promote is when I'm not on Maui, I go by the name James Nevius.
Whoa, get out
Whoa.
of here.
So go to jamesnevius.com and you can read my work. So
Wow.
now,
That's
round
who's
2.
here now, huh?
Is
Okay.
Kimo your island name?
Yeah,
it
with the
is.
hat. That's the Kimo guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My Kumuhula gave me that name.
Isn't
Ooh.
that sweet?
So.
Here we go.
It's round 2.
Round
So what are we supposed to drink every time you play that song?
Correct.
What's the
That
point
sounds
of
like
it?
a
That-
plan, man.
that
I
is
like
actually
that
the
one.
entire
Let's
reason.
do it.
No, you gotta have a theme song for each segment. So that's the
course.
theme song
Oh,
for
all
this.
I
right.
feel segmented.
So now you have to do shameless, selfless promotion.
Ooh.
So
a challenge
it
for
ca-
me,
It cannot. You did very well last time.
but I think I can do it. I think I feel prepared.
So are you
You're
ready?
so
Chuck?
good.
What is
Right.
something
Yeah,
that's
I hear
going
you're
on
good.
on this island between, say, today, which is the 21st of July, and the next time we air, which is the 1st of August? That'll be our next live show. What is something that's going on that you are going to do on this island that you think is super cool?
I did this last month. I'm doing it tonight, and I'm probably doing it next month. Every third Friday at the Fairmont, they do a wine and food pairing.
Oh,
5
my.
course, $50.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
and
That's
it's
good
good
deal.
pours and it's full tapas. It's I felt
You go
mostly
full topless, did
full
you just say?
yeah, tapas.
Not again.
And
and
tonight,
they haven't
I
kicked
give
you
them
out?
a lot of credit. Tonight, they are calling it the Grape Escape, and they're
You like a
pairing-
good grape pun.
I like a good grape pun, and they're pairing food from South Africa with the wine of South Africa. They're doing
Nice.
walking through Cape Town street food,
Okay.
which is really appropriate for the Fairmont, I guess. But it's kind of swanky, and I'm looking forward to it. But they do the regional pairing of wine with regional pairing of food every month.
Where's
and
this again?
this is at the Fairmont, Keilani and Wailea,
Okay.
and they do a wonderful kama aina there. And it's a nice place.
Sounds
And
like
you
a
can park on
plan.
the side for free if you want to walk an extra minute.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
not far.
What's something you would like to shamelessly, selflessly promote?
As of I'd go today, but it's a little too late for me. I got stuff to do. Tomorrow I'm going to see 9 to 5.
Yes, they were our special guests a couple of
Yes,
shows ago.
they
I saw it last
were.
weekend.
It's my turn.
I will not spoil anything, but
Okay.
it was
Spoiler
I
alert,
think
there's
I-
women issues.
it was totally worth it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
sexism puns. It's great.
A few of them.
Get
From
outta
July 14th to August 7th. You can still see it on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and Sundays at 3 p.m. on stage at the historic EL Theater.
The historic EL Theater.
Historic.
All right, that's awesome. And Carlos, is there something you would like to shamelessly, selflessly promote?
Well, we're going to talk about some special food in a little while. So I'm going to skip that for a second.
Right.
But yeah, there's this event happening on Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday, Leilani Farm is having a benefit to, somewhat of a benefit, but also it's a promotion of Laurelee's new book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is called Finding Paradise. And we're going to call Laurelee in about 10 seconds. But
Yeah.
tell me more about the benefit.
Well, I can't say I know a whole lot more,
'Cause she
but
will.
it's at in a beautiful setting, and right on cliffs over the ocean, and it's really beautiful there. And there's going to be some nice vegan food, of course,
All right.
and
awesome.
snacks or poo-poos or something like that. And I wanted to promote that and all kinds of stuff to go for people to go vegan. But
Enjoy.
we'll
This
get
is
to that
Leilani Farms in
later.
Lake
Leilani
Right.
Farm Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's not at the farm sanctuary. It's at another
Right.
location.
So
okay.
we'll let Laurelee promote
she
as much
Yeah,
of that as
yeah.
she wants to when she gets on the phone
But I
with
wanted
us.
to also plug her because
Yeah,
I love that place, and
Yes.
her story in that book is really amazing, and how she's gone from,
Yeah.
from the corporate world to taking care of goats.
Yes, animals.
Full time.
Well-
which is why she's joining us over the phone, I'm sure,
Right,
because
she's
there's
busy.
so much work that needs to be done
Yeah.
keeping a farm sanctuary going that I know she and Barry are always like figuring out who can go where on what day and how they
Right.
can schedule themselves because it's a lot of work, which we'll talk to her about. Where I'm going tomorrow, which is July 22nd, is down to Maui Tropical Plantation for the Seed to Sip. It's the Maui
Yes.
Coffee Festival.
Oh man, I always miss the good stuff. They always have good stuff on Saturdays.
And you don't
Where
do
are you gonna-
Saturdays?
I don't wake up until like 4:00 on Saturdays. I always miss
Well.
out.
Well,
No, I work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's allowed. That
Yeah.
it's from it starts at 9 in the morning. I think
Right.
it goes until about 2:00 in the afternoon. And this is the third year that I'm going. It might be the third year that they're doing it, and it's various different coffee growers from the island, both large like Maui grown coffee who have their farm over in Kanapali, down to folks who are just like picking all the beans by hand, one guy. And they have roasting equipment, and they can really show you
All you need is a couple acres.
everything there is to
Do you
know
like coffee?
about coffee. And since coffee is one of my true loves,
Is that right?
Have you had the coffee from OO Farms?
I don't know if I have or not. That's a good
I was
question.
up there earlier in the
Do they
week.
sell it
Yeah,
retail?
they sell it, but they sell it in like the Ritz Kapalua.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
what
where I
mean?
hang out
Yeah.
so often.
And they have another one in
So
Whalers
much.
Village.
Okay, I do
So-
occasionally
there.
find
You can
myself
get it
in
in
Whalers
Kanapali,
Village.
yeah.
There's always those times that you're like the one thing you need, and it's like, wow, the only place I can get that is Whalers Village. All right.
Or
And,
you
you
can
know-
buy
Break
it
time.
from their farms in Kula, up at
Right.
Lavender
Oh,
Farm.
that's right. You
Yeah.
can.
Oh, up at the Lavender Farm?
Yeah, it's
oh, that's
right
good to
by the
know.
Lavender Farm. It's like a couple miles away.
If
Okay.
I
Yeah.
drank coffee, I'd go
Well,
there.
let's see if we can. I'm just going to get some
Dial
music
some
going
people.
here.
Oh, segue.
Oh,
Segue.
yeah. I get it.
Yeah,
Because it's Call Me
Yeah,
by
see,
Blondie.
it's on the nose,
And
people.
he is going to use a telephone to call her.
All right.
Yeah, see, I'm going to see if we can get Laurelee Blanchard from Leilani Farm Sanctuary on the phone.
Darling Laurelee.
Farm Sanctuary.
Hi, it's Kimo calling for Laurelee.
Good afternoon, Kimo.
Hi, Laurelee, how are you?
Doing well, and you?
Very well, thank you. I have Carlos Garcia here in the studio with us. Say hi, Carlos.
Hi, Laurelee. Hi, Carlos.
Hi. Hi,
And
Carlos.
also here is Chuck Sauce.
Hi.
And Sweet Mama D.
Hi, Laurelee.
And
Sweet
so,
Mama D, hi.
so it's not like we're trying to gang up on you or anything, but
We are.
I would love for you to just tell us a little bit in capsule what the story is that you are telling in Finding Paradise. What's the narrative arc, if you will?
The book, Finding Paradise, Leilani Farm Sanctuary of Maui, is about my journey from the corporate world to creating a sanctuary for rescued farm animals. And it takes readers through the winding path of all the ups and downs that I encountered along the way. And it even rewinds back to my childhood with some experiences that I had as a kid involving animals and um, my dad's cruelty to my cat
Oh no.
and to the neighbor's dogs, which led me to become a defender of animals. And the book also describes the epiphany I had when I learned about the treatment of animals raised on factory farms, the conditions in which animals raised for food are kept in intensive confinement, and how I made that discovery and decided that I no longer wanted to participate in the industry.
Now,
So,
was that at the same time? Did you sort of make the break from corporate at the same time you made the break from, being a part of the animal abuse industry?
no, actually, I learned about institutionalized animal abuse. I learned about factory farming, the production of fur, animals and entertainment, laboratory, vivisection. I learned all that while I was still immersed in the corporate world. So I really found myself in a bit of a culture shock because I was surrounded by hard driving business people who didn't have animal suffering on their radar at all.
Were you
And
were you in real
the
estate? Is that correct?
I was the senior vice president of a commercial real estate firm
Right.
called Lee and Associates.
Yeah. So that is a pretty hard driving industry.
It is, and my clients were presidents of companies and business people. So I was really the odd person out. I was the only person in my firm who was vegetarian and then quickly thereafter vegan. So it was a bit of a lonely existence. But then I discovered the Orange County People for Animals, which is an animal rights organization right in conservative Orange County. And I made friendships with those people, and those were the best days of my life. It was really wonderful being able to share values that were so meaningful to me with other people who felt the exact same way I did about animals. And so one day I went and visited a farm sanctuary in Northern California and I met farm animals for the very first time in my life. I had never been to a farm. I had never even seen a farm animal like a sheep, a pig, or a turkey, or a chicken. And my experience there was so profound because I discovered that these farm animals had personalities, just like our dogs and cats do. Every pig there had a different personality. The pigs were so lovable. They were gigantic pigs who were rescued as tiny babies after falling off of transport trucks. And normally these pigs get sent to the market at 6 months of age, weighing just 100 pounds. But because they were rescued, they were able to become adults, and they were massive, like 1,000 pounds. But gentle giants. You could lie on the straw with them and give them belly rubs, kisses on the snout, and it was just really, really a cool experience.
Can I ask how long ago was that?
That would have been about 20, 21 years ago.
Okay. And how long in between that visiting there and thinking you wanted to have a farm sanctuary of your own?
As soon as I returned to my high-rise office building, I made the decision to cash out my life savings and buy a farm and create a sanctuary.
That's
so
awesome.
that I could
So it
expand
happened.
my
It all happened in one day.
Yes, it was an epiphany that happened in one day. And so I started searching for farms. And first I focused on Central and Northern California. But at the time I was thinking that I needed a lot more acreage than I actually need. I thought I needed something like 80 acres. But no farms were available that I could afford that were that large.
Sure.
So one day it occurred to me, why not look at Maui? Maui would be great because the temperatures are always comfortable for the animals. So I found this farm in Haiku that was 8 acres, and at first I saw it as just a stepping stone to an eventual larger parcel. But as it turns out, 8 acres allows for plenty of animals and plenty of maintenance.
Right.
It's a big job to take care of 8 acres.
So how many animals do you have? If you can, if you could at least guess, how many animals are in the sanctuary right now?
We have close to 300 animals, mostly chickens.
Mm-hmm. I hear them in the background.
Yep, you'll always hear the cock-a-doodle-doo. We have a lot of roosters, and many of the roosters here were liberated from cockfighting operations. Although it's illegal to cockfight in Hawaii, the penalty is a mere misdemeanor, so there's really not much of a disincentive.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of roosters who were saved from cockfighting. But in addition to the chickens, we have donkeys, goats, turkeys, rabbits, geese, pigs, deer, sheep, a cow, ducks, tortoises, guinea pigs, cats, dogs. I might be forgetting a few species. But there are 16 different species of animals here.
Yeah, that's a lot of feeding.
Yes, it is. A lot of them graze, and that helps. But most of the animals do require special feed. So we go to an awful lot of feed here.
Now, I know that people who, if they are interested in what you do, can come out and visit the sanctuary. When do you do tours?
Yes, we love to have visitors. We have farm tours every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. And if people want to visit, all they have to do is send us an email, and then we'll reply back with the driving directions and the confirmation for the reservation.
Okay.
The tour lasts about an hour. It's a suggested donation of $20 per person for kids and adults. And the animals are really friendly and very receptive to visitors. The animals have been treated with so much love that they really welcome the visitors to pet them and hold them and kiss them. And the experience for the visitors is very immersive. We go right in with the animals, and it's really hands-on and interactive.
Fantastic. Now, I know people can find out more if they go to LeilaniFarmSanctuary.com. What's the best?
.org.
.org. Sorry. The piece of paper.
But if they go to .com, that'll redirect them,
Oh, okay.
so it's all the same. It's okay.
It's all the same. LeilaniFarmSanctuary.org. You definitely are an org. What's the best way for people to get a hold of a copy of Finding Paradise?
They can go to our website, and it's right there. There's a header called Our Book, and they can go to that page, and they can read the reviews, and they can order the book. The book's available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble and many other retailers.
Okay. Anybody else in the studio want to ask Laurelee? I've got this captive audience here. I'm just curious if anybody has any questions that they want to ask. It shouldn't all just be me.
Is that their forever home, all your animals?
Yes, the animals who come here remain here for the duration of their lives. We have in the past adopted out some animals, but we've had some bad experiences. So we have since decided that every animal who comes here gets to stay forever. And when that animal eventually passes on, then we can rescue another.
Oh,
But
that's
when they
nice.
come here, they develop bonds with one another. And this is their home and their family, and they have roots, and we don't want to displace them again. Most of them have been through really difficult beginnings in their lives. We have 16 goats, and most of them came to us as teeny tiny orphans after their mothers were killed by hunters. They were the size of a cat when we got them, and for many months I would bottle feed these baby goats, and they've grown up regarding me as their mother. I'm really the only mom they've ever known. And even as grown-up goats, they still follow me all over the farm. They come when I call. and I have some adult goats who still sit on my lap.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, there's some great pictures, both on the Leilani Farm Sanctuary Facebook page and on your website of these beautiful animals and you interacting with them.
Yes, and the book includes a lot of photographs which were taken by me. My absolute favorite activity in the whole world is to, at the end of the day, before sunset, go out into the pasture with the animals and bring my camera. And the lighting is usually very nice at that time of the day, and I love photographing the animals. So after years and years of doing this, evening after evening, I've compiled some really nice pictures.
Excellent.
And those are in the book, and the book has stories of how these animals came to the sanctuary, and some are pretty dramatic.
Great. Well, I encourage everybody to pick up a copy of this book. It is called Finding Paradise, Leilani Farm Sanctuary, and it's by Laurelee Blanchard. And I want to thank you, Laurelee, for being on the show. We're going to have to let you go, and then we'll move on. We're going to talk to Carlos a little bit about Living Aloha magazine, since we've got him here in the studio. And
okay, well, thank you for having me.
yeah,
It
it's
was really a
fantastic, and
pleasure.
I do encourage everybody to go out. It's a fantastic place to visit, and I really do. Everybody who's out there listening or watching our show, please
Gotta
go to LeilaniFarmSanctuary.org and figure out how you can get out to the farm and pay a visit, because it's a wonderful experience.
We would love to have you.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks, Laurelee.
See you soon, Laurelee.
See you
Aloha.
soon.
Bye for now.
Aloha.
Bye.
I love
Whoa, and then Debbie Harry suddenly came way back.
She's always been here.
She never
goes
left.
anywhere. All right. So for our folks who are, tuning in halfway through the show, I don't know why it's not opening this. Tuning in halfway through the show, I wonder if we could do a little quick station
Sure
ID.
we can.
Since you have the lovely piece
do.
of paper there.
You are watching, listening to, or maybe even enjoying that Maui's Hot Talk Celebrity TV and radio show. We're broadcasting on Friday, July 21st on KAKU 88.5 FM. Or maybe you are listening to one of our many fabulous rebroadcasts. Today's episode, number 281.
281!
Yay. There are many ways to enjoy the Tub. Listen to the Tub on KAKU 88.5 FM, Fridays at 4 p.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. Stream the show by searching for KAKU on the TuneIn app, or watch us on See, that's a bad line.
Sorry.
Or watch us, Tub TV, on Akaku Channel 55. Friday night at 8 p.m., Saturday night at 12 midnight, and Monday night at 8:30 p.m. You can also enjoy the Tub at MauiTVandRadio.com. If you want to reach out to our host, Kimo Nevius, you can find him on Twitter at Kimo Nevius, or on Facebook at Facebook.com Kimo Songs. Oh, it's backslash?
Slash, whatever.
One of those.
People just say slash
Just
these
slash.
days because
I
no
don't
one
know.
knows
You
what
don't
a back-
really need the slash anymore, bro. It still
No,
gets you
it's
to it.
one of those.
You can type it in without it and it gets you
It'll
there.
still get there.
You kids.
Speaking of which,
You kids
Slash
and
is
your
coming to
in-
Island, guys.
Who?
Are you excited? Guns N'
Slash.
Roses is coming in a couple months.
Oh, I love Guns
Wait,
N'
to our
Roses.
Guns N' Roses is coming to
Allegedly.
our island?
Yes.
I don't know. If that's true.
Let's not trade in rumors here.
That's right.
Let's instead talk to Mr. Carlos Garcia
Carlos Garcia.
about Living Aloha magazine, since he has so kindly joined us here. This is a gorgeous magazine.
It is.
I mean, I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you again. But a lot of magazines, especially startups, are thick on content and not really on readability. And you really nailed it right out of the gate. You had a magazine that was both interesting to read and gorgeous. You have a lengthy history in the magazine industry?
Yeah, actually, I have been distributing free magazines for 39 years.
Wow.
And we distribute all over different cities around the mainland. And yeah, been doing that for many years. I mean, not so much in the other cities, but when I started, but
Right.
in the last 15 years, I've done a lot. And and I've actually had 3 other magazines beside this in the past. Couple of them. Well, one of them I sold. One of them I just had no more time for.
Just decided to stop. Yeah.
And one I was just a big sinkhole of money.
Right.
So yeah, but I've been doing that, and then like I started saying earlier, you know, Maui and Hawaii in general needed some kind of real health publication. And we are offering, I mean, our 4 main topics are, right now, this one's a sustainability issue about living a more sustainable life where we're not destroying everything in our path and using resources that we don't have to. And so that's an important thing. And another topic is yoga, meditation, and that's something that is an important part of life because
Sure.
you want to keep your body stretched and agile and, you know, and keep it moving. And then third is more massage oriented because you need to move your body from the outside too. And yoga's kind of like massage from the inside. If you kind of,
Yeah.
I
get that?
understand that.
I get that.
yeah. And then our last topic is food, which
Ooh,
is
baby.
really
Calm down.
The-
I understand
Calm
that.
down.
And that is the topic. Let's
that
let's
is
say.
yeah. I mean that topic has kind of hit every issue with many things, and living aloha is, well, as many of you may know, and that I'm a big animal rights activist, and this publication, as well as I mean, I've been vegan for 15 years, and the reason I'm vegan is not because of my health, not because of the planet. It's because of the animals that have to suffer and go through enormous pain and suffering and torture and cruelty and conditions where they're basically sitting in their own crap for their entire life, you know, that deep.
Right.
And can I say crap?
You can.
can.
Well, you
I
just
said it
did.
again.
So
Oh, geez.
They're cool with it.
we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, so.
As long as Chuck says it's okay, he's the arbiter, really,
That's
of
right.
what can be said on
He's
the air.
man.
The FCC's letting you go on this one, Carlos.
Yeah, so I didn't really want to be like Laurelee. I didn't want to be part of that industry anymore. Because contributing that, even that one glass of milk, even that one burger, is just going against a big thing that.
Did you do the vegetarian to vegan, or did you just become a vegan?
I went.
Full on vegan from the get go?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I saw the film Earthlings,
Okay.
and if anyone really has the energy and the I don't know what the right word would be, but it's going to be a really hard film to watch. You can find it
Is that
on
a
YouTube
documentary?
for free. It's
Yes.
a documentary by a friend of mine actually from L.A., Sean Monson, and it's narrated by Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
And Moby does all the music. You know, they're all big animal activists. And so I watched that one day, and I was in the theater, and people were crying. There was little napkins, those little plastic napkin holders, you know, the little packages that you used to get back in the day. And you
Right.
still get them somewhere. But anyway, they had those on every other seat, and I was kind of like,
That's odd.
okay. So about 10 minutes into the movie, I saw why people may need that. There were people howling and crying and seeing all these things in every phase of the animal industry, from how you get your food, you know, your poultry, your burgers, your leather, the circuses, the zoos, and the entire spectrum of how animals are abused for our entertainment and for our meals. And I can't do that anymore. Because just like slavery, just like women not getting their rights, their equal rights, still, gays still not get, you know, but they're all working toward that. The animals are the next one that we have to look at, because for me, our heartbeat is the most important thing that we have. I don't think any of you will be the same without your heartbeat, right?
That's kind of
Right there,
true.
right there, right. So you probably
kinda
wouldn't
true.
want anyone to stop that on you. Okay, well, every time we're consuming an animal or abusing an animal or paying for them to be abused, we're basically stopping a heartbeat. And for me, I don't want to be a part of that. I cannot stop heartbeats. Anyway, that film, going back to that film, I saw that, and in the theater I said, I'm going vegetarian. And I wound up, I'll tell you more in a second, I wound up going vegan actually, but I didn't know at the moment. And I said, in 3 months, I'm going to go vegan. And I was vegan basically for a couple of days, and then I was going to make breakfast one day, and I was scrambling eggs. And I'm just doing it, got the pan going. I'm
Come
scraping
on,
that
man,
up.
eggs.
Yeah, no
I,
eggs.
Caught himself. He caught himself. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
What if you owned your own chickens and you took really great care of, of your chickens?
That's an interesting question because I
Would
know
you
that
eat chicken
there are
eggs?
vegans out there
No.
who will do that.
Ducks. What if you owned ducks?
I don't
But
want
most
And
of
they
us
were
do
just
not.
making they're just making them on your property. You wouldn't eat the egg?
No, it's not. It's not a healthy food.
Yeah,
It's a
so that's where
disgusting food.
there's a sort of intersectionality between the animal rights and the health.
Hmm.
You know, if eggs were, I think, some sort of superfood, and vegans own chickens that happen to just leave eggs around, they might eat them. But
Well, are they good or bad? It
but
changes every 10 years, right?
eggs are like
Yeah,
this
it
little
does.
cholesterol bomb, and so it's like why bother?
It's very high fat content meat food.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't call it food. It's we don't need it. There's so much more food out there that's much more healthy. You can get the same thing out of them. And anyway, I went vegan. I poured that eggs into the toilet, and
you were a vegan from that
still
moment.
vegan, and it's been 15 years.
So
I,
to clarify, the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian.
So
please.
those of us who are vegans do not consume any animal products, which means
Okay.
no eggs, no
Mhm.
dairy, no meat, of course,
Mhm.
no honey, no anything that an animal has created.
Wow, no honey.
We
No
don't wear
honey.
leather. We don't have fur. we
Well,
don't use
no one should wear leather, and no one should wear fur.
See,
Let's
there
at
we
least agree on that.
See,
one.
that's a first step. Your
He's
first
going-
step
And
to a
I
larger
mean more
world.
because
So
it just
unlike
looks
Carlos,
heinous.
I went to vegetarian, and I was stuck at vegetarian for a long time before I made the switch from
Cheese.
vegetarian to vegan. And you just said the word, which was cheese. I was
Cheese.
addicted to cheese.
Ah,
And
lot
when
of
I
people are.
became
Studies say we
a
all are.
when I became a vegan 10, 11 years ago, the options for vegan cheese were extremely limited. They were
Gross.
like, you
And
know, like
bad.
the
Word,
inside
nasty.
of a tennis shoe is what they but that was both the texture and,
And
the
the
flavor.
flavor.
You ever had
Used-
almond milk
used.
cheese?
I used
After
tennis shoes.
tennis.
Yeah, exactly. I am happy to say, however, that is in of
It's
the
improved tenfold.
the amazing strides that vegan food has made in the last 10
Whoa,
years.
time
I mean,
out.
it is incredible. I mean, I spend a lot of time, as you know, in New York City, and there are cheesemakers and cheesemongers. They're like now entire vegan cheese shops
Wow.
in New York City
Why are
where
we
you
still
go
calling it cheese?
and there's a case
Mono.
and it's like it's just this manufacturer, and some of them are big brand names that you can get all over the country, and some of them are little tiny practitioners who only make just like enough that they can sell in a few shops. And this stuff is amazing. So this is our segue.
Before we go to that, I just wanted to lead into that in a little bit. Because we were starting with the magazine, and one thing I want to say about the magazine, Living Aloha, and all of you, go pick up a copy because you'll really learn a lot and
Enjoy
be
it.
healthier. And but anyway, is that I have many ways of getting out that message, because to me that's the last slavery we need to get rid of. I'd be the white guy helping the slaves. I'd be the male helping the women get equal rights. I'd be the not gay guy helping the gay people, and now I'm the human helping the non-humans that need it because they don't have a voice. And believe me, if cows can shoot guns, humans will be in trouble.
Yeah.
Humans will be in trouble.
And,
So
and
anyway,
since elephants can paint, I don't know why.
Hey.
It's only a matter of
Yeah,
time
yeah,
until a
they're
cow
gonna-
picks up.
yeah,
a
they're
gun.
gonna-
I'm
yeah.
here to
Let
tell
them
you.
learn how to load. We're in
yeah,
trouble.
so the magazine is one of my ways to get it out there subtly, get people involved in the health issues also,
And it's
and then the food. So
and it is. I have to say, you have incredible distribution. It's really hard not to come across Living Aloha on this island. But what are some? If somebody's looking for it right now and they want to pick it up, where would you send them?
we've got racks at Mana Foods, at Hawaiian Moons. They're always in Whole Foods. They're always at Down to Earth, as is big places.
Right.
But
And then, of
in
course, there's
most
just all
yoga
sorts of
studios
places.
and
They're everywhere.
massage studios and
Sure.
And here.
health food stores and Choice, the vegan restaurants, and
Right.
other restaurants too, because we're trying to spread the message to the
Right.
people that do go to Joe's
What
Barbecue.
is your favorite vegan restaurant on island? Or I guess what's your favorite restaurant on
Well,
island?
there's no vegan restaurant on the island.
Not
unfortunately.
Joy's Place, not vegan.
Well, there's Maui kombucha.
It's
yeah,
just kombucha
okay.
though, right?
No, they have
No,
they have
yeah.
food
Oh, yeah?
service.
Yeah, but I mean restaurant. I
As a
don't-
full
that's more of
restaurant.
a
Yeah,
we
no.
don't really have something like that. And there's a new place on Oahu that I recommend anyone going to, Vegan Hills.
Okay.
Unbelievable. They've got plates that look just like they're bacon and sausage and pancakes like with meat and all that.
Yum.
Anyway, so the magazine also spreads the vegan message as well as yoga, as well as massage. as well as the sustainability issues. And that's one way I do that. I do it through my music. I do a lot of benefits to help animals. I do benefits for Leilani and other groups. And another thing I do is I get involved with food that is more, because cheese is the last thing I gave up.
Yeah, a lot of people, it takes a long time.
People, that's the last thing that they're
last
clinging
thing.
on to. So now we can segue
This is a
nicely
great segue.
into my partner here who makes this incredible vegan cheese.
You
And I want you
made
guys
that?
to try this and see what you think. And
We are so
we're working
excited.
on getting this into stores in the next few months. And she's a chef from Japan. This is Ayako, everybody.
Hi, Ayako.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you come over here and let them know what's in that cheese?
Yes, so these are vegan cheese made out of, I guess I want you guys to guess what's the
Oh,
ingredients.
okay. We're supposed
Yeah.
to guess? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
All right, let's
Okay.
wait a second here.
Yeah.
All
All right, let's get down to
All right,
business.
get down, get down, get down.
It looks like a pasty hummus.
Yeah, but it's cultured, so it's not hummus.
All right.
That's delicious.
That really is very good. I
Try
know
to
this is
find
really
both.
exciting for the radio audience to listen to us
sorry,
eat
but-
cheese.
Doesn't that sound good, guys? Yeah.
Fennel.
Anyway, she's got one of them is what are the two flavors?
So herb de Provence, and another flavor is wasabi lavender.
All right, so we've got herb de Provence and we've got wasabi lavender.
Can you guess what it's made of?
Well, I can guess because I'm seeing
Oh, you're cheating!
right in front of
No,
me.
don't say. Don't say. What do you guys think?
I can't.
I'd say like I don't know, maybe like
Oh, that's good.
a nuts or like a bean curd or something, right?
Bean, that's close. Yeah, it's actually made out of chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Garbanzo.
garbanzo
It is
cheese.
garbanzo cheese
Mhm.
from Zen
That was
Island
delicious.
Kitchen, free of egg, dairy, gluten, soy. It's non-GMO.
And then no nuts, so that's very
And it's
Mhm.
nut free.
Very
So
good.
most, you may not know this not being a vegan, but vegan cheese has made these great strides, but they are predominantly nut cheeses. Cashew is a base
Yeah.
for a lot of them. Macadamia is a base for a lot of them.
I don't
So
like the almond ones. Have you had the almond ones?
I've had some almond ones.
Not a fan.
So if you can't eat nuts,
I could eat
Yeah,
this.
my
one.
You're
cousin-
really-
my sister can't eat any nuts.
you
and-
can't eat any of that stuff.
No.
These are also soy free.
soy free.
Yeah, because that's another
Ooh.
big thing. A lot
Yeah.
of people who become vegan, soy is a big thing in
Mhm.
the vegan diet. And if you can't eat soy, I have a friend whose daughter is vegan, and he is very allergic to soy. And so even when he wants to be vegan leaning, a lot of the stuff they go out to eat, to a vegan restaurant, half the stuff on the menu.
Yeah, I use chickpea miso to add the flavor. But
Yeah, it's
I
delicious.
didn't use the regular miso. Which
I need
is
to do the. I had the wasabi lavender. I need to do the herb de Provence.
Who taught
Do
you
it.
how to do this?
Yeah,
I've
she,
never cut garbanzo cheese
Come
before.
on, boy.
Yeah, she.
You
Well,
do
not
this.
many people have actually, but she's got 4 flavors going right now, and others in the works. And there's other food that she makes, and
Oh,
look out for Zen Island Kitchen because
Wow, that is
she's
so
gonna
good.
coming
Yeah.
to look for you.
she's going to be
You know that.
doing
Wow.
some dinner club type things. So this is just a slight taste of what's going to be coming.
Excelente. I've made a couple of vegan cheeses myself, but they're never,
Mm.
they end up being vegan cheese sauces. That's what happens when you're a home chef and you start making it and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, the texture of
I
this
meant
is
to do
really
that.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like.
I am
like
aging
pub
it,
cheese, like
so
a pub
it's
cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A little more dense.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Just,
Delicious.
just before we came here, she let me taste another version of it that she's aging,
Mhm.
and it's so much thicker and
Oh, wow.
less creamy, and it's like she knows how to nail it, man. Any food you get from her, and I know I'm a lucky person. I get to eat that every day.
Indeed.
Wow, this is delicious stuff. So,
See, I can't
very
stop now.
quickly,
Yes.
we're just going to go. Where can people see you, Chuck Sauce?
Every Tuesday night at 3's Bar and Grill from 9
Not
to
that
11.
quickly. You
Oh.
can speak a little slower.
He's so, broadcast
You're so
guy.
I'm so
literal.
jacked up now from all this culture
From all the
garbanzo. Every Tuesday night in downtown Kihei at 3's Bar and
Yeah.
Grill, you can catch me out from 9 to 11. It's 21 plus, but it's free to sign up. It's free to watch, and it's a good time. And you can look forward to seeing me all around Island. I do comedy pretty frequently.
Yeah, and you got something coming up at 333 Dairy Road.
333 Dairy Road. Every third Sunday of the month, we do our free pizza show at 333 Dairy Road at Maui Comics and Collectibles. Friend of the show, Alika,
Yeah,
host
Alika's,
us.
Alika's going to be coming on to talk
And
about Comic-Con.
he's
Yeah.
at bomb.com, he's a special guy, and that room is big enough to fit all of our fans.
Oh,
Vegan cheese on your pizza.
Vegan cheese. There you
Yeah.
go.
We're working on it.
yeah,
No,
we
no,
could
no,
totally,
no,
we
no,
could make
You
this
got it.
happen.
You got
Make it happen.
You got right
We can
here.
make this happen.
Would-
Sweet Mama D.
Oh.
Where can people tune in to listen
You can
to you?
tune in on Sundays from 2 to 5 p.m. on 97.5 FM.
Where do I work?
Where am I work? And I'll be the Blues Rainbow on Sundays, every Sundays. And on Tuesdays here on KAKU, you can hear Women Matters from 2 to 3.
All right, Carlos. Anything else you want to tell us about Living Aloha magazine while we've still got you here?
Well, all of you guys can pick it up. The next issue, well, we have one out right now. It's, like I said, a sustainability issue, and we're working on the yoga issue that comes out around September 1st.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Was what was going to be the theme of the fall issue?
Next one is all about yoga, and anyone out there that's looking to promote their business to a very health-conscious crowd, we really appreciate new advertisers, and we do have a criteria, but we're not going to be advertising burgers or anything.
Right.
But we do love natural products and any food, things like that. And the phone number is 808-419-6147. That's the office number. And look for us to always be promoting healthy things for our community. And we want, like I said, the cheese thing is very important. And,
Yeah, it's
she's got a butter thing that she's thinking about, too.
Butter.
Oh,
The
yum.
only vegan and, the only...
So, are there any places yet where this is available, or is this still
Not
in
yet.
the
My
test
kitchen.
kitchen space?
my kitchen.
Your house.
Do you
Not
have
yet.
a timetable? Are we looking at weeks, months? When do we think we're gonna this? Because people should eat this.
Yeah,
I'm saying that this
I'm
should
like-
be out there.
Want to go
I'm just
send
finishing
people.
up the paperwork.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
Ideally, fall, like September, October.
Got
but she's
plenty of
got a-
people to send your way for that.
Yeah, she's got an event in Japan that's all for food too that she's going to do in September. So
Right, and you were just at the hospitality show on
Yeah.
Oahu. So how did that go?
Cool.
that was good. Yeah,
Good.
people were surprised. Yeah, how tasty vegan cheese can be. And
Yeah.
That's pretty promising.
Oh,
Thank
you know
you,
what
Kimo.
you only know what that theme song means. It means
Yada, yada, yada.
it means we're going back to our new theme song.
I like the
I'm
mashup.
I'm Kimo Nevius, and you have been listening to and/or watching The Tub on KKU 88.5
James.
FM. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back with another live show on August 1st. Aloha.
thank you, Kimo.